Bienvenidos al partido de hoy. Hoy se enfrentan España y Portugal.
Vitinha. Pass somewhat off target. Pedri, and he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rodri. And Grimaldo succumbs to the pressure. Oh, he's taken it. Pedri. Well read, nice interception. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Kubasi. Rodri. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Nico Williams. Kubasi. And he goes cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
And here's Yamal. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. João Palhinha. And here's Jota. He's found a way through. And a chance! And that is wildly off target.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Grimaldo. Now it's Williams. And it's Baina. And Kubasi. Howson. And it's Pedri. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Que el estadio dispone de una sala de objetos perdidos que permanecerá abierta entre semana en horario de oficina.
That gets things going for the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And here's Jota. Danger averted for now. Portugal have it back and can go again. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedri. Yamal. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Pedri. Pedri has got himself a free kick. And it's Biner. Plays the ball back. Raya. Oh no, this does not look good. And he shoots! Yes, it's there! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. An act of charity gratefully received.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
El dorsal 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start, that is what they all want. Every game feels like a special one in Buenos Aires, even more so perhaps in this neighbourhood of Núñez. famously inhabited by a true heavyweight of South American football, River Plate. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Alexis McAllister, is someone whose stock rose dramatically due to his exploits with the national side. But he's someone I see as a born footballer. I mean, he can play the 6th position, he can play in the number 8 position, but I feel he's probably best suited to the number 10 role because I think he has that creative edge, he has that craft, and that's where he should be used to greatest effect.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Cristiano Ronaldo. Bernardo Silva delivers.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
It's a goal kick. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Now it's Messi. That has ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He is, and he shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
Yeah, I think he's a little annoyed with himself there, Peter, because he did pretty much everything right up to the end.
João Cancelo. And the pass is intercepted. He's got away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's heaved it away. No, he's had it taken off him. Bruno Fernandes receives it in a good position here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Portugal still without a single shot on target. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
De Paul goes looking wide. It's out for a goal kick. João Palhinha looking to play him in. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So who's he going to be aiming for here? And no, that was never going to make it. Alvarez. Gonzalo Inacio. And he's managed to get free. Garnacho. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. And they're back on the ball again. Tries a shot! Goal! Argentina! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Looking for options for movement. Ronaldo gets flagged offside. Acuna. João Cancelo calmly anticipates. Plays a sharp little ball here. Garnacho. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Portugal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Bernardo Silva. João Palhinha. João Palhinha. Strokes it back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Can he get... Can he finish? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
McAllister, who does have an assist to his name. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. De Paul, and he's been shifted off it. De Paul is fouled. And he is going into that little black book. McAllister. Now it's Diogo Jota. Vitinha. Played out wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Ball driven towards the far post. Now who's going to be first to this? A really close shave and the last action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And he's there to clear it. Now Ruben Dias. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Dalot. And this is Bernardo Silva. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, nicely intercepted. Portugal finding their passes. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Inacio spots it and intercepts. Diogo Dalot. Looking for a runner. Inacio cuts it out. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. Now it's Diogo Jota. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Garnacho! Oh, a very decent attempt. And the counter is on, now then. Time and again they are repelled. Messi. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. He's gone for goal! Decent enough try.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Looking for the run. Now it's Garnacho. Palhinha did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Plays it through. Well, that has not gone well. And here's Jota. João Palhinha. Garnacho. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. Aims beyond the defence. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Diogo Dalot. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's intervened well there.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
De Paul. Alvarez. Messi is in a really good position out wide. Good ball, good take. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, we can only hope we get an extra time contest of similar ambition, provided fatigue doesn't begin to play a part.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Que los voluntarios de cada sección se presenten inmediatamente en la sala de personal. Cambio en Argentina. Número 10.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Entran número
Portugal did fantastically well to force extra time, having been on the brink of defeat in normal time. In fact, you could say they're the better off of the two teams, at least psychologically. He has found the way through. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
He stood his ground brilliantly until he actually needed to act, and everything he did there was spot on.
Martinez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. De Paul. And it's Fernandez. Gonzalo Ramos. De Paul. João Palhinha. Knocks it into space. Now it's Garnacho. João Felix. That's a pretty loose pass. Martinez. Pass is just off target. Now that's well seen too. And he's picked out the run. Mendes could try cutting inside here. Big header! In for the pieces! There's the whistle, and the first period of extra time ends on a dramatic note. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Cambio.
And so the last chance to find a winner. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. McAllister. Acuna looking to penetrate opposition lines. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he cuts out the supply. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, played through for the wide man. He's found a way through. Now the cross.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And this is Ronaldo. And he's there to belt it away. Looking tidy in possession here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now it's Martinez, and the counter is on. That's the keeper's ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Now the time for brave hearts and strong minds. Messi is over the first kick. And he has done his bit.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
And stepping up, the skipper. 1-1.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
McAllister will take their second. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Gonzalo Ramos is the second man to step up for his team. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Good penalty. Completely wrong-footed, the keeper.
The third man in the queue. Oh, and the keeper guessed right too.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
João Neves is the third man to step forward. Keeper's gone the wrong way. 3 each. Martinez is fourth up.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
De Paul comes forward for the fifth of 5. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
Portugal at the point of no return. It's in, he's kept them in it.
Pick your spot, don't change your mind, and the keeper should be neutralised.
So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice. Oh, it's a really good save.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Fingernails disappearing fast all around us. It is down to him now. And he delivers. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Portugal really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got...
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Ribéry picks it up out wide. He has found the way through. Ball driven towards the far post. France with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Well, there's the clearance. Decent progress down the left, and he's managed to get free. Can he get it through? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Konate tries to clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Looking to play him in. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Oh, that's fabulous. Swings it across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Quarter of an hour played. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's in a great position here. Delivered a... He's got tall! Goal! France! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
France have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game. Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's a cute ball. Nicked it back promptly. And he's forced to go back. Vitinha has a look and plays it forward. For João Cancelo. Bruno Fernandes. Vitinha. And here's Bernardo Silva. He's picked his way through. He's had a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Vitinha, and it's João Palhinha. Palhinha purring through the gears. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a promising position. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. João Cancelo. That is ended up in no man's land. Showing great feet there. Just eases him off the ball. Bernardo Silva. And it's Vitinha. Jota. And that has been cleared. And it's been taken short. Bruno Fernandes. Delivered with... climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
That's an imaginative pass. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. The referee has given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Griezmann plays it short. We've got a throw in. Flashes it across.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Bernardo Silva. Played into space. Diogo Dalot cuts it out.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Bruno Fernandes. Spread out to the left. Aimed beyond the defence. Vitinha. João Palhinha. Looking for options for movement. And this is Dembele. It's Dembele! A really close shave and the last action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the second half gets underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Can he latch on to this? Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Tries to play it through. Portugal can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bernardo Silva has it in a wide position. Now that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Portugal have their second corner now. Chance! Konate gets it away. Vitinha! Oh, he's been caught napping. He's tried one. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay? Applies the finish! Missed by a fraction. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Kamavinga looking for a runner. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now the ball's gone astray. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Played out wide, played back in. He's in space and looking for options. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Well, that has not gone well. Played down the flank. Ribéry receives it in a wide position. And he's cut it out. No way through. And this is Dembele.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And a real chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 12.
Portugal have their third corner.
À leur place, le numéro 33. Le numéro 14.
Vitinha! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Portugal looking to pass their way through. Out towards the flank. Bernardo Silva. And that is expertly dealt with.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Diogo Dalot. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And he's cleared it out of harm's way, and smartly reclaimed. Played back towards his own goal.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Out to the left it goes.
Portugal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Araujo. João Cancelo. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Spread it left. And it's Ribéry. Nicely weighted ball. Fekir providing an outlet on that flank. And he's taking no chances there. Jota to Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he was quick to react. And time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, João Cancelo, will be key, Peter, I think. OK, he might not be the strongest defensively, but his pace, his crossing, the creativity he shows higher up the pitch, all of those are second to none, especially the way he exploits those half spaces to find telling passes. It more than makes up for the odd defensive wobble.
No. Never any doubt. Not much more than a formality.
Well, he dipped into a world of focus then and dismissed any distraction.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off. Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Vitinha. Diogo Dalot.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now, he's got space here. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, no, what has happened here? Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's bustling through here. They want to be quick to recover this. It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Zaire Emery spots it and intercepts. Oh, important interception. Araujo.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Portugal are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Played out wide. And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He's got away. He's one-on-one. Shapes to shoot. It's in. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
France. Mbappe! Oh, within an inch or two.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Threads one in. Jota providing an outlet chance! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Nicked it back promptly. Bayer. João Palhinha. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's on it, can he get away? To Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Big chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Takes a shot! Goal! Portugal! And they're back in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Portugal get themselves into the lead. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Tries a shot! It's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That has ended up in no man's land. In with the challenge.
This is the time you need that pace.
And he's picked out the run. He is through here. And the shot! Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Portugal are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
And that's the second half started. Couldn't squeeze it through. Bruno Fernandes. He's away! Aimed beyond the defence. Jota was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Look at the space here. Bruno Fernandes. Araujo. This looks promising. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now, there's a fine ball. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Zaire Emery. Ball played for Dembele. And the pass is intercepted. Well, that has not gone well. No, that pass has been well intercepted. João Palhinha. João Cancelo. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Real chance! Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Searching pass he's played there. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Has a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! Diogo Dalot. Bernardo Silva. Cristiano Ronaldo is offering some sort of an apology. Shot, surely! And the sticks it away! Tries to pass it through. Thuram receives it in a wide position. Zaire Emery just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And it's Camavinga. Cristiano Ronaldo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And he's only too happy to take that back.
Diogo Jota really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Back to the keeper it goes. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And the break is on. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
There will be a throw-in.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 10. Número 8. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 13. Número 14.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Out towards the flank. Chance for a shot! Goal! Portugal! Into the lead once more. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Portugal go into the lead.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition.
Shot at goal! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
João Felix. Now it's João Felix. And he's away. João Felix. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
João Felix really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Two minutes to be added on. Oh, cracking ball. And he shoots! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting it.
That's that, the end. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Portugal can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Caros espectadores, está a hora do nosso sorteio. Por favor, estejam atentos ao número que tenho nos vossos bilhetes.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. He's not got that quite right. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe threads one in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Keeper's dealt with that. Lovely feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Brahim Diaz. And Hakimi. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Brahim Diaz. And it's Hakimi. And it's Diaz. Oh, that's nice. Here it is. It's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Brahim Diaz. Portugal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Mazraoui. Now it's Brahim Diaz. Looking to go deep. Punched away. Portugal are looking to break at pace. Tries to thread one through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's on the finish! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Out to the right, and it's Ziyech. Linton, and it's been shipped out wide. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Van Dijk. And Alexander-Arnold. Foot in. Now that looks a decent ball. Mbappe is onto this. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Amrabat. Unahi. And Hakimi. And it's Diaz. Played out to the right. Ball's gone out of play. Xavi Simons, who's set up one goal so far. Linton. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. That's a throw. Ziyech. And Aguirre. Mazraoui. Brahim Diaz. Messi gets across to intercept that. Has a look up and drives it forward. Portugal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And it's Diaz. Unahi. Very nicely done. Good spot that. Mazraoui is flagged offside. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Mbappe. Mazraoui. Brahim Diaz. And it's Amrabat. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Rice. Mbappe. That's a nicely weighted pass. Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Xavi Simons at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And there's the end of the first half. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Portugal really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Portugal go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion.
Vamos saudar os nossos rapazes com uma salva de palmas.
And we're underway again. Alexander-Arnold promptly onto that, and that is that. Xavi Simons. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Aimed beyond the defence.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that has earned a reprieve. Real chance! That's really well cleared. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Mazraoui. And it's Diaz. Hakimi. And here's Ziyech. Pass is just off target. Rice. Messi. Linton being hunted in packs.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Portugal looking to pass their way through. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Portugal in a very solid position, two to the good. He is through here. And it's Hakimi. And he welcomes chance! Xavi Simons does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, that has not gone well. Ziyech. That looks a good ball through. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Brahim Diaz. And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? And he's following up! And he hits the net! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Morocco get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Portugal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Portugal are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Mbappe, Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Amrabat. That's Brahim Diaz. Played out to the left flank.
Morocco really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And here's En-Nesyri. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 18. Fernando Torres. Abandona o relvado e vai entrar com o
Hakimi.
número 45.
Pressure coming in from all directions. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got away. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Rice. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Saka, he slings it in. Defending of the desperate variety. Looking tidy in possession here. He's having a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 20.
Corner number 2 then.
Número 9. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 11. Número 10.
Bullish header! He's scored! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Portugal